This video is going to go over creating your own projects outside of the class course, sharing projects, renaming projects, opening other people's projects, and all that good stuff. So first off, when you're signed in, you want to go to this word create. Basically, you have a couple choices. We're working in App Lab, so you would click on that one. And it's going to pull up a new project. So I'm just going to drag in a couple random things so I have something here. I'm not going to be building any apps in this section. So let's say I want to rename this project, and I'll just name it app, for example, or something like that, and I'm going to save it. So now, and I have a bunch of apps at the bottom here. If I go back in to create and look at view my projects, I can also start a project from here, but at the bottom I should have a list of all different types of projects, and I use something called Artist in my applied geometry class, so that's why I have a bunch of other stuff down here. So basically, here's my app, for example, and I can click on it, and then I can open that up. So you can save and then work on stuff again, kind of like Sandbox and Code HS. So from here, if I like this app, but I want to save it, but I want to make a new one that's starting from where I left off, this might be helpful in your create task. If you want to try something, but you don't want to lose what you've already done, like afraid you're going to mess it up, or maybe you won't like this other plan, you can click Remix. And you'll see Remix app, for example. And then from there, you could leave it like this, or you could rename it. You could do like part 2 or something like that, or give it a completely new name and save. So then if I go back to my projects, and these are basically just in reverse chronological order, so the newest one's first. I see app, for example, and app, for example, part 2. I could open either one. So let's say I wanted to share this project with someone. So I'm going to click share. You could copy this link and send it to anyone. So you could send it by phone, you could copy the link and send it in an email, whatever you wanted. So when we talk about collaboration for the project, that'll kind of be something you want to think about. Now, if I go back, this is what it would look like if someone shared a project with you. There's actually some public projects down here. So this is just back in that main project screen. So if I click on public projects, some of these, there's like this dance party project. Here is App Lab here. I'm going to click on this one, for example. So if you get if you share this, your app with someone, or they share it with you and you bring it in from a website or from a link, this is what it will look like. You can view the code. Notice you don't have the option of going to design view. Okay, so you can just view their code, but what's not great about this, you see here it says start button. I don't really know. Do they have a start button? Do they have a screen 1? What do those look like? You know, what are their properties? Stuff like that, but you can see all of the code. Notice I cannot edit the code or anything like that. Okay, but if I click Remix, here, it's like you're creating a copy of it, so you can edit it. So now I have access to the design. I can see all of their different things they put in. I could rename it. I'll just say My Eagle Eye Project and save. And then if I go back to my projects and scroll down. Okay, so this one right here, basically that app comes in. So you'll see there's a bunch of stuff out there. You can use it for ideas. Remember, the code has to be your own. The written responses completely have to be your own, but you can kind of search around for ideas at any point.